The Dragon Ball Legends 7th anniversary begins on May 24th, and I've been extremely excited to see what they're going to bring to the table this year. So much so that 3 weeks ago, I asked you guys this question on Twitter, or X if you will, but I asked, Dragon Ball Legends community, talk to me. With the 7th anniversary quickly approaching, who would you like to see get revealed for Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3? Also, what major changes would you like to see in the big May update? Might use this for a video. So today, we're going to be going through a lot of your responses for what you guys would like to see during the Dragon Ball Legends 7th anniversary. Storm724 said, Part 1, fusing SG, referring to Super Gogeta, and tag God Goku and Hit. Part 2, tag Super Saiyan Cooler Movie Duo and Oob succession into full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Part 3, Ultra MUI. You could switch Part 2 and 3 to have Part 2 be Evo Vegeta succession into MUI, and have full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku be the Ultra. Okay, so Part 1, I could definitely see happening. 100%, right? I'm actually still shocked that we don't have a tag God Goku and Hit yet, because I know Dokkan has that unit for sure, like 100%. And it was a fairly big moment that happened to determine the power. So the fact that we don't have that is actually kind of crazy. And also, again, I stand by saying this, it's the anniversary. We're guaranteed to get a fused character, whether it's Gogeta or Vegito for sure. They've been a part of every single anniversary. Again, year one was Super Vegito. Year 2, Vegito Blue. Year 3, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Year 4, Super Vegito. Year 5 was Vegito Blue. And then year 6 was Gogeta Blue and Super Vegito. Actually, we had a 1% sparking unit for Vegito Blue as well during the 3rd anniversary. So like they're always at an anniversary. They're always there. So I can definitely see us getting either Gogeta or Vegito, whichever iteration, who knows, right? But I'm completely down for either or. Although I really don't think, well, I was gonna say I don't think that we'll get Vegito Blue this year, but then I realized that for last anniversary we didn't get Vegito Blue at all. So if they decide to give us another one, sure. I mean, we've had one for about half a year now, so that's kind of up to the Legends team if they want to do that. But that aside, Part 2, that's what I'm not really sure about. Now, don't get me wrong, but I love to see like a tag Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta from the Cooler movie. Absolutely, right? Well, granted, yeah, because it's a Super Saiyan Cooler movie duo, so let's talk about the Metal Cooler movie. But I love to see that happen, absolutely, for sure. Do I think that's anniversary worthy? Not really. Again, not saying that it's not exciting or anything of the sort. I just don't see that as like anniversary tier. Like Cooler maybe, but like that tag in particular, not too sure. But I mean, it could happen and they could be clean, so who knows. Now, Oob's succession into full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I'm sorry, I just don't see that happening at all. But I like to see something like that happen, of course. Do I see that happening anytime soon, let alone for anniversary? No way in the world. And then Part 3, I think Ultra Instinct Goku is probably like the pick for the Ultra unit, like for the anniversary, right? Which makes sense. Again, he hasn't had a new unit since it's, you know, his inclusion during the 4th anniversary as the headliner. So it would be cool to see him come back into the game as an Ultra unit, especially because we have Ultra UI signed Goku already. Like that unit has been covered back and forth. Well, that character has been covered back and forth. So Ultra Instinct Goku only having 1 unit, but Ultra Instinct signed Goku having 3 units. I think it's time for us to get a brand new Ultra Instinct Goku, and at Ultra Rarity will be the perfect way to bring him back. Is it Yuri De La Parra 8? Like, I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. But they said, for Part 1, LF fusing Angel Goku and Vegeta into Super Gogeta, and a Legends original LF, I don't know who. Part 2, all I'm asking for is double Spirit Bombs, GT, LF, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Kid Goku, and Z, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Vegeta. Part 3, Ultra MUI Goku. After party, if it counts, LF Jiren to full power Jiren. Okay, so I think this is a bit more of an interesting take, but one that I would actually be okay with. For starters, like I said earlier, getting a Gogeta or a Vegito is darn near guaranteed. They've been a part of every single anniversary. I strongly doubt that Vegito or Gogeta will not be a part of this anniversary, whether it's for Part 1, Part 2, or Part 3. I strongly believe they'll be a part of this anniversary. And since we got Gogeta Blue last year, getting Super Gogeta this year makes sense. So I could see that. Like, which Super Gogeta they pick is up to them. And also, a Legends original LF unit. When was it the last time we got one? What? I think that was Goku and Bardock. Goku and Bardock was, I believe, our very first summonable Legends, like, you know, original or game originals LF unit, right? And we never got another one ever again. I don't know why, right? Like, Goku and Bardock was such a cool concept, and there's so many ideas that they can pull from, because seeing that it's game originals, right? It's something completely brand new that has never happened before. So it would be nice to get more of that type of content. Again, I still stand by saying getting Trunks and Broly, like with what happened in Dokkan, would be amazing. Getting Tag Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Future Gohan from Xenoverse 2, that would be cool. With the, you know, recent Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, getting like an LF Gohan Black would be I promise you, if Gohan Black ever crossed over into Legends, the amount of crystals I would ball out for, like, on that unit would be insane, right? Like, Gohan Black was literally what I wanted to see in the anime. We got Goku Black, which is still clean, but yeah, like, we finally got to realize that in Sparking Zero, which is fire. So to be able to have that in Legends as like a game originals unit would be fire, and that'll be our first Sparking Zero unit in the game, because remember, Legends has already crossed over with Kakarot, and it's crossed over with fighters. That's how we got Kakarot Goku in Android 21. So I would love for a brand new game originals LF unit. I just don't know why they won't give us one. It just makes no sense. Now, on to part 2. Pretty straightforward. It's just a GT iteration of Goku using Spirit Bomb and a Z version of Goku using Spirit Bomb. I'd be fine with that, right? It gives it a bit of diversity while also having the theme kind of being centralized around the same thing. So I could see that happening. I think that'd be pretty cool. And again, part 3 being Ultra Instinct Goku, I've already talked about that. Makes the most sense as of right now. But the after party though, LF Jiren to full power Jiren, we only have one LF Jiren. Now that I think about it, we have multiple Jiren units, right? But we only have one LF Jiren, and that was the purple unit, right? So the full power Jiren specifically. So if we were to get a brand new one, I think that would be pretty cool for like an after party. Like, I don't think it's really like, when it comes down to the tournament of power, I think at this point, really, it's just going to be like the Saiyans that are probably going to get people hyped up like that. Not saying Jiren isn't hype at all, but personally speaking, I think like his time in like the spotlight is kind of like getting pulled away. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, for an after party, I don't think Jiren's a bad pick at all. DBS JDNSK said, part 1, LF Tag Goku and Vegeta to Super Gogeta and LF Super Saiyan Broly to Legendary Super Saiyan. Part 2, LF Revival Super Saiyan 3 Goku to Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini and LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku to Full Power Super Saiyan 4. And part 3, Ultra Instinct Sign to Ultra Instinct Goku. Fake out into LF Super Saiyan to God Bros. Okay, so I see the vision for some of this. Okay, so part 1 makes sense. Although, personally speaking, okay, so we'll say tag Goku and Vegeta that turn into Super Gogeta. Again, fusions, I've already talked about that enough. In terms of Broly, the last Broly unit we got in the game was Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and he was an LF unit. So I actually don't think getting another unit of him right now is really the best idea, because ironically, it's been a long while since we've had Dragon Ball Super Broly, like with a brand new unit. If I recall correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but I believe the last Dragon Ball Super Broly unit that we got was the free-to-play blue unit. I'm pretty sure that was the last one that we got. Well, there was also a green unit that we got. I believe a summonable green unit. But it's been a while. It's been a decent while since we got like a new Dragon Ball Super Broly. So I could see that happening instead of Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, because we did get him in relative recent time. But if they want to pick that, I'm fine with that, because I mean, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly's the GOAT. Part 2, I'm assuming that when you said Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you're referring to Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini. And I think that would actually be pretty cool because we don't have Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini in the game. And if he were to revive into Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini, that makes a ton of sense because that's pretty much what happened in Daima. Not to mention that we already have Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima in the game, like the adult version of him. So I don't think that we need to get another adult version of that character. Like 2 months apart? It just doesn't make sense. So, but getting the mini version does make sense. So I can see that. And then I guess pairing that with like the GT version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be pretty cool. Giving him full power Super Saiyan 4 would also be pretty cool too. Part 3, Ultra Instinct Sign being another Ultra unit again, I don't see happening. Because when it comes down to Ultra units, they've only been singular units as of right now, right? I'm not saying that it's going to be impossible for that to happen in the future, but I don't think we're at that point yet. Ultra units still get released, like, you know, so many times throughout the year, whereas LF units get released like left and right, you know? So I don't think that we're going to get a revival LF unit as of right now, or a unit that can transform as an Ultra right now, right? So I would say that it would probably just be Ultra Instinct Goku specifically. And as for the fake out into LF Super Saiyan to God Bros, I have no idea what you're referring to. Hopefully I don't butcher this. Is it Gozen07 or Gazen07? Again, if I butchered your name, I'm so sorry. But they said, Part 1 LF fusing Super Gogeta and LF fusing Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Part 2 LF Tag Hit and God Goku, and maybe another LF from Daima, a Tamagami. Part 3 Ultra MUI Goku or Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Daima Mini Goku. Okay, so slightly more diversity, right? Because we've already talked about Super Gogeta, not going to reiterate on that. Kefla is an interesting choice. That's actually a unit we don't get in the game that much anymore. Like, when she first released, like, with the green unit, like, it was really cool, you know, like, people weren't expecting it at the time. She released, she was a really fun character to use, really strong as well. But as time went on, Kefla's, like, the units that Kefla got have been pretty mediocre or just flat out bad. So we haven't really gotten many of Kefla as a unit in the game as we should have. With the synchro gauge now being a thing, this would be the best opportunity to bring her back. It makes complete sense. Like, for example, have it be just tag Kale and Caulifla, right? Have them fight, and then once the gauge is full, you can fuse into Kefla. Now, whether or not you fuse straight into Super Saiyan 2 is up to the, you know, developer's discretion, but that would be pretty cool in my opinion, right? And then part 2, tag Hit and God Goku, I've already talked about, would be pretty cool. And maybe another LF from Daima, a Tamagami. If there's any Tamagami that would actually have an LF, it would definitely be Tamagami number 1. But I really don't think he's done anything in particular that I would consider being LF worthy. I'm not saying like it's impossible for him to have an LF, but I just don't think that he's had something that's been so prevalent that it could be counted as an LF. In truth, I think his fight with Majin Do has a better opportunity of having an LF unit in comparison to Tamagami number 3. He's done more. We've seen more. So, yeah, I'm not sure about Tamagami 2 or 1 being an LF unit, but I can at least see them getting added to the game somehow, some way, right? But seeing that you said another LF from Daima, I'm actually shocked. I haven't seen anybody say Goma yet. Like, I'm personally speaking, I think that Goma would be a fantastic LF unit and a hype character because of the fact that it's a brand new character that hasn't been represented in any of the games yet. And not only that, even though, like, you know, personal feelings about how the Diamond Tag is, you know, cracked right now aside, it would be more representation of that series in the game. And it could potentially give us the opportunity of getting the giant mechanic added into Legends. Because again, in technicality, like, again, Goma, we know he's short, right? But when he actually fights, he's big, he's bulky, he's like, I would say probably bigger than Broly. So, but obviously he's able to turn into an absolute giant as well, right? So to have him as a playable character in Legends would be cool. And again, like, his moveset is pretty diverse. And not only that, like I said, it could introduce the giant mechanic into the game. So that'd be really cool to see. And then of course, part 3, Ultra Instinct Goku, we've talked about multiple times, not going to get back into that. But Ultra Super Saiyan 4, Daima Mini Goku, like just Goku Mini, like, well, Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini as an Ultra unit would be really interesting, only because the fact that if there was an Ultra unit between, like, you know, Goku Mini, like being a Super Saiyan 4, and just Goku Daima being a Super Saiyan 4, the one that makes the most logical, I guess, sense of being an Ultra unit would have been the adult version. And we just got that as an LF unit. So I really don't think that we would get Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini as an Ultra. As an LF, absolutely. As an Ultra, not so much. This one is actually pretty unique. So we have Weeb Lord 78, and they said, Part 1, Synchro Gauge fusing Vegito Blue and Super Saiyan Super Gogeta? Just Super Gogeta? Or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Part 2, some sort of movie unit like Tag Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta from Metal Cooler movie, and a Succession Ultimate Gohan Orange Piccolo. And then Part 3, Ultra, I'm guessing full power, Dragon Ball Super Broly, because I really want him as a Ultra rarity. Okay, so I actually really like this. I mean, again, Part 1, fusions, we've already talked about that, not gonna delve any deeper into that. Part 2 though, I actually really like that. We did talk earlier about Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta from the Metal Cooler movie, like having or being a part of the anniversary. Like, I can see that happening. I think that'd be pretty cool. Will it happen? Don't know, because again, like I said, between that or Cooler himself, I think Cooler would probably be represented a bit more. But still, I would like to see that happen. Like, it would be pretty cool. But I think the most important one from Part 2 would be a Succession, like Ultimate Gohan and Orange Piccolo. Because, okay, Orange Piccolo has only been represented in the game once. Just once. And that's the, you know, Revival Green unit, right? But the thing is, since Succession is in the game now as a full-blown brand new mechanic, right? We're able to don the element factor of one of the units, you get their abilities and things of the sort, and we know that Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan have, well, okay, Orange Piccolo never used the move, but it's in his, you know, Piccolo can use it. Special Beam Cannon. He could, you know, use Special Beam Cannon, or they don't even have to do it like that at all. Like, it could literally be like Orange Piccolo, when he's in, he can do Apocalyptic Burst. And then when Ultimate Gohan is in, he can do like whatever attack that he wants to do, right? And then when you succeed into, you know, Ultimate Gohan, or at least I would assume that when Succession activates, Gohan transforms into Beast Gohan. And then from there, he'll have access to Special Beam Cannon, probably, or more than likely, as his LF. Or if they don't want that to be the LF, then they can kind of do what Dokkan did, where they had both Piccolo, actually Xenoverse 2 did this too, where Orange Piccolo and Gohan did Special Beam Cannon together. The only thing is, I would prefer to see that with Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan, and not really with Orange Piccolo and Ultimate Gohan, right? But I mean, either option just does matter, to be really cool. And then Part 3, like full power Super Saiyan Broly from the Broly movie as an Ultra unit actually makes sense, because the fact that we have Broly as an Ultra, but it's legendary Super Saiyan Broly, like the OG Broly from Dragon Ball Z. I'm still shocked that to this day, right, we have Gogeta Blue as an Ultra unit, but Broly doesn't have one yet. Like, well, Dragon Ball Super Broly specifically doesn't have an Ultra unit yet. That blows my mind. So if that's how they want to bring him back into the game, I'm actually okay with that. Dark YT with literally all the numbers said, Part 1, LF fusing Super Gogeta, LF fusing Vegito Blue, Part 2, transforming Mini Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta into Super Saiyan 3, and fusing Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, and Part 3, Ultra UI Goku. Now, again, Part 1, talked about that multiple times, moving on. Part 2, I would actually like to see that happen again, because for starters, it'll bring Kefla back into the fray. Again, she would boost Fusion Warrior and whatever other tag that she wants, but also she would be another unit with the Synchro Gauge, which would be really cool. And to this day, it's been almost 1 year since we've gotten fusing Gogeta Blue and fusing Super Vegito. They are the only two units with the Synchro Gauge. We have never gotten another unit with that new mechanic ever since. So if Kefla has it, I'm totally down for it, right? That's actually one reason why when we got LFU Zamasu earlier this year, it would have been a better experience for me personally anyway, if it was a fusing unit, right? Like Rose and Zamasu with the synchro gauge that fuse into Fuse Zamasu. And like he would have the LF. I think that would have been really, really cool. They didn't do it. I have no idea why. But either way, the other thing is Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, well, mini Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta into Super Saiyan 3 would be really, really cool to see. Mainly because of the fact that Vegeta Mini is not in Dragon Ball Legends at all. Don't know why. I generally don't know why, because he has absolutely fought. That's how we first saw Vegeta turn Super Saiyan 3. So, I mean, it's cool though, because we have like the adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in the game, which is nice. But yeah, Vegeta Mini is just not in the game, which is crazy. So to see that iteration of him would be honestly really, really cool. And again, he has a diverse moveset, so it would be relatively unique. And then of course, part 3, Ultra Instincts Goku. I think that might just be like the general consensus for the Ultra unit at this point. And honestly, there's probably a ton of characters that we haven't even mentioned yet that I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably did talk about within these replies, but probably some that we probably just didn't even consider. But not only that, I'm more so surprised that a lot of people were so focused on the units for part 1, part 2, and part 3, but less so on the new update that we're going to be getting alongside the anniversary. Obviously, at this point, we do have some more details on it. We've seen how the UI is going to look, but there's probably other revamps that we might get that I'm surprised a lot of people didn't really speculate about. So that's something that we can also look forward to when we get to experience the Dragon Ball Legends 7th anniversary on May 24th. But I do want to know in the comment section below, if I wasn't able to get to your comment in particular, or whatever the case may be, what are you most excited to see happen for the Dragon Ball Legends 7th anniversary for part 1, part 2, and part 3, and also something that you would love to see happen for the big update, whether it's something for the UI or a brand new mechanic or whatever the case may be. Let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.